Dickinson.
She is truly an American mystic.
So here we have, she lived in Amherst, Massachusetts, virtually her whole life in this house, and just walked over. There's a green there that she would walk over where all the stores are and so forth. But that was her whole life here. And there are very few pictures of her. Here's a picture. And uh, here we have one of her most well-known poems, Hope is the Thing with Feathers. So we're going to read that. And then I don't know that we have I Died for Beauty. We've got something else. So with that, let's take a look at Emily Dickinson. There's a bunch of things on the web that you can get. But here's another one. If I can stop one heart from breaking. Actually, we can actually look at these if you want to. So,
Well, I'd like to buy the world a Coke. What's that?
I I think we'll skip over it for the time being. Let's see if we can look at this one. Oh, wait a moment. I know what the problem is. Wait, we don't have the sound going. Hold on. I have to get the sound here.
If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life, the aching or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin unto his nest again, I shall
Oh, that's excuse me. How do I turn this thing? Let me try and turn it off. It's still going. Here it is. Okay. So now we're going to go back to the PowerPoint. Oops, I didn't turn it off. Hold on.
Well, that's not Emily Dickinson.
No. Here's this.
Well, I think it's very interesting that probably my mother's two favorite poets were Emily Dickinson and Walt Whitman. They were both Unitarians, mystics, and very different. She was horrified by him.
Yeah. So here's a different one. I taste a liquor never brewed. The original wording is, I taste a liquor never brewed, from tankards scooped in pearl. Not all the Frankfort berries yield such an alcohol. And this got changed in the Civil War by the Republicans that were in Springfield, Massachusetts, into "I taste a liquor never brewed, from tankards scooped in pearl, not Frankfurt berries since yield the scent such a delicious whirl." And so this is the problem, is that a lot of her poems were published anonymously, and other people grabbed them and edited them to something that they wanted to say was theirs. This is a perfect example of it. So let's go on here. In this poem, the opening foot of the poem is reversed, which adds more color here. And she uses iambic meter for the duration of the poem. So she uses quatrains, and she has a variety of meters, 4 beats, 3 beats during each stanza, and so forth. This is all taken from the poem we're going to read in a second, "Hope is the Thing with Feathers." So why don't we go back? Let's just use this. Let's see what it turns out like. Question is, can you hear this, Bruce? Hold on a second. I think we're going to have to wait. Let me get out. Let me go share. Yeah, you could have heard it. Okay.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.
I think I got it turned off. Yeah, I do. Okay, we'll go back to okay, because I could not stop for death. So let's try this one out.
Because I Could Not Stop for Death by Emily Dickinson. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. We slowly drove, he knew no haste, and I had put away my labour and my leisure too, for his civility. We passed the school where children strove, at recess in the ring. We passed the fields of gazing grain. We passed the setting sun, or rather he passed us, The dews drew quivering and chill, for only gossamer my gown, my tippet only tulle. We paused before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, the cornice in the ground. Since then, 'tis centuries, and yet feels shorter than the day I first surmised the horses' heads were towards eternity.
Oh, I would say that's one of her best. I would say she wasn't conventional, she wasn't religious in the conventional sense, but deeply in her own understanding.
Yeah. And again, you can see how unique they structure the words and the ideas that come across are incredibly deep. This is another one. I'm nobody. Who are you? So we can try this one out. You can see how short they are, but how powerful they are.
I'm nobody. Who are you? Are you nobody too? Then there's a pair of us. Don't tell that advertised, you know. How dreary to be somebody. How public, like a frog. To tell one's name the livelong June. To an admiring bog.
Nobody, who are you? Are you nobody true? And there's a pair of us. Don't tell they advertise, you know.
How dreary to be somebody. How public, like a frog. To tell one's name the livelong June. To an admiring bog.
So there you have that. Let me make sure I shut it down so it doesn't, yeah.
Come back to haunt us.
Here we are here. We gotta get out of this.
It doesn't feel like she's doing anything that formal, with her verse, with her meter, but she really is.
She makes it look easy.
Yeah,
That's what throws you off. You can't believe that.
it's not free verse at all.
I think we've gone through. Oh yeah, she had her herbarium, and this was incredible. She ended up uh, uh, she decided to gather and grow and classify and press flowers, which she saw as part of the muse, and it wasn't that dissimilar to her poetry. And a century later, the poet Robert Penn Warren said, poetry, like science, draws not only those who make it, but also those who understand and appreciate it. So there you have it. And she started studying botany, and there are all of these amazing, these are all available online. I found it on the Harvard website. There's like 68 pages of these pressed flowers that she has here, and it just shows her incredible love for nature, and this and the poetry that she wrote. So
But this was just so meticulous.
the opening page deals with tropical jasmine, which is not a plant native to New England of her time and place, but native to the wilderness of her imagination, the self-same imagination from which her tradition-breaking verses and forbidden loves blossomed. And so it goes. So
Do you have it queued up, the animation
of this, no.
with the music?
No.
Why not?
Well, we can try.
Okay, let's do that.
Hold on. We'll do a quick search here to see.
Do you want to hit pause?
Oh, we'll do it right now. But we're looking for Emily Dickinson.
Say,
Oh, no, this is just taking us to the website at Harvard.
yeah, that's the herbarium itself.
So you want to have herbarium music?
Yeah, I want to go to the why does it do this?
Here.
It won't let me continue typing what I want to type.
Right, music. Herbarium. Emily Dickinson.
That I think that might be it.
Yeah, here we go. We got it. Hold on a second while we zoom in.
I'm not sure that did.
Can
Dandelions,
you hear this,
daisies,
Bruce?
irises,
Hear
buttercups,
it?
geraniums,
Okay.
daffodils, and up to 8 different types of violets, among many, many other flowers, is what you can find in Emily's herbarium, which was crafted between the years 1839 and 1846. Nowadays, it is carefully guarded in a vault at Harvard's Houghton Rare Book Library, for it is so extremely fragile that, unfortunately, it cannot be exhibited. Only a few researchers had the pleasure to access it. Until in the 1980s, it could only be consulted through the black and white photographs that were taken of each page of the album. In 2006, Harvard published a facsimile with color pictures, which is now out of print and costs a fortune. But thanks to the arrival of the new technologies, finally, Harvard had the chance to digitalize the entire herbarium, and that's why we can enjoy an online version today, page by page. If you pay attention to it, you will be able to sense the great care and affection with which the specimens are placed along the 66 pages that form the album, each one labeled in Latin, written on thin, long paper strips in Emily's most elegant handwriting. This project.
Okay, we're gonna try and find the musical version of this, which we didn't find. So
Why don't you put it on pause?
for Oregon, here, is that it? There's one for Oregon here.
No. Just put it on pause, please. Just
Okay,
put it on pause.
okay, we're gonna put the recording on pause. Okay,
You have music on.
can you hear this, Bruce? Hear this?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay,
Blue is reserved to meet a flower and casually glance would cause one scarcely to suspect the minor circumstance assisting in the bride of
What did I do? What was that thing running across the screen?
it was, hold on. The recording is still going. I have to find it.
Oh. What was that little? You shouldn't have to have that window opened.
You killed it.
I know, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Okay,
I found it though. Let's try again.
animation, Maria Popova herbarium.
Thank you. There it is. Okay.
Hold on.
You have to have that window there?
Here we go.
Blue is resolved to meet a flower and casually glance would cause one scarcely to suspect the minor circumstance assisting in the blight of so intricate that offered as a butterfly to the meridian to pack the bud, oppose the run, obtain its right undo, adjust the heat, elude the wind, escape the prowling bee. Great nature, not to disappoint, awaiting her that day. To be a flower is profound
Hold on. We're gonna have to go kill this. It's still running.
All of those images were assembled into that animation from the book, the original book of her pressed flowers. And then it was scanned. And this woman that we admire her work, had somebody do this, create the animation out of all the buds. And put this version of the poem to music, which I think was just a wonderful project that
Yeah.
would have spoken to Emily's heart, and just
Yeah.
really captured it, and